Let's work a few more examples of adding and subtracting integers. So here we have one that says negative 16 plus 6 plus a negative 14 plus a negative 20. So we're adding together four things here. We can only do two at a time, so let's start in. Looking at the first two, we have a negative 16 and a positive 6. The signs are different, so we subtract. And if I just subtract the easiest way, it's easier to take 6 from 16, which would be 10, and we're going to keep the sign of the bigger number. So 16 is larger than 6, so our sign will be negative. And then I'm just going to recopy everything else and do one step at a time. Now we're going to work on our negative 10 and our negative 14. So here the signs are the same, so we will add the numbers. That'll be 24, and we'll keep the sign. Now I'm going to recopy everything else and start again. Our signs again are the same, so that tells us we're going to add. 24 and 20 would be 44, and keep the sign. So our answer here would be negative 44. Now for this next problem, we have a real interesting situation that happens here. This says negative 8 minus negative 8. Now I know I said there was no such thing as subtraction, so remember this is just negative numbers. Do you remember seeing something like this before when we had negative 8? And we talked about this as being the opposite of 8. Well, if you'll remember from that, the opposite of the opposite turned into a positive. So really, we could rewrite that as negative 8 plus 8. And now our signs are different, so we will subtract. And 0 is neither positive nor negative, it's neutral. So our answer would just be 0. Let's try another one. Here we have 42 minus 55. Now again, we think of this as being a subtraction problem, but technically this is just combining a positive 42 and a negative 55. Our signs are different, so we're going to subtract. Now we're going to have to just do it the easiest way possible, so I'm going to take the smaller one away from the bigger one. So 55 minus 42, that would be 13. And now we keep the sign of the bigger number. Since 55 is larger, our answer will be negative 13. And last one here on this page, we have a negative 5 minus 8. And again, that minus that we've thought about in the past is just a negative number. This is negative 5 and negative 8. Our signs are the same, so we will add. That'll be a 13. And we'll keep the sign. So that's actually going to be a negative 13.